Hey everyone, welcome to the blockchain and cryptocurrency course. In this video tutorial, we will be learning about features of blockchain, in which we will cover two types of blockchain, private and public blockchains. We will also see some important features of blockchain, and at last we will learn what is consensus and how it drives a blockchain. So let's get started. First of all, types of blockchain. There are two types of blockchain network, public blockchain and private blockchain network. The main difference between them is how they function. Public blockchain network is permissionless, where the private blockchain is permission one. This means that public blockchain is an open network which is not controlled by anyone. Everyone can participate to run blockchain and everyone can make transaction and anyone can access it. The private blockchain, on the other hand, is permission, which means that there is an authority that manages who can use network and it can be used for private purposes. For example, some bank uses their own blockchain which are private. Features of blockchain. Less failure. Everything in blockchain is fully organized and it doesn't depend on human calculation. It is highly fault tolerant. So accidental failures of this system are not usual output. User control. With decentralization, users now have control over their properties. They don't have to rely on third party to maintain their assets. All of them can do it simultaneously by themselves. It is less prone to breakdown. As decentralized is one of the key features of blockchain technology, it can survive any malicious attack. This is because attacking the system is more expensive for hackers and not an easy solution, so it's less likely to break down. No third party involved. Decentralized nature of the technology makes it a system that doesn't rely on third party companies. No third party, no added risk. Zero scams. As the system runs on algorithm, there is no chance for people to scam you out of anything. No one can utilize blockchain for their personal gains. Transparency. The decentralized nature of the technology creates a transparent profile of every participant. Every change on the blockchain is viewable and makes it more concrete. Authentic nature. This nature of the system makes it a unique kind of system for every kind of people, and hackers will have a hard time to cracking it. Irreversible. Hashing is quite complex and it's impossible to alter or reverse it. No one can take a public key and come up with the private key. Also, a single change in the input could lead to completely different output. So small changes aren't a luxury in system. If someone wants to corrupt the network, he or she would have to alter every data stored on every node in the network. There could be millions and millions of people where everyone has the same copy of ledger. Accessing and hacking millions of computers is next to impossible and costly too. That's why it's one of the key features of blockchain technology, and it's too hard to bypass. You won't have to worry about hackers taking all your digital assets from you. Now let's talk about consensus. Every blockchain thrives because of the consensus algorithm. The architecture is cleverly designed and consensus algorithms are at the core of this architecture. Every blockchain has a consensus to help the network make decisions. In simple terms, the consensus is the decision-making process for the group of nodes active on the network. Here, the nodes can come up to an agreement quickly and relatively faster. When millions of nodes are validating a transaction, a consensus is absolutely necessary for a system to run smoothly. You could think of it as a kind of voting system where the majority wins and minority has to support it. The consensus is also responsible for the network to be trustless. Nodes might not trust each other, but they can trust the algorithm that run at the core of it. That's why every decision on the network is winning scenario for the blockchain. It's one of the benefits of the blockchain feature. There are lots of different consensus algorithms for blockchain over the globe. Each has their own way to make decisions. The architecture creates a realm of fairness on the web. However, to keep the decentralization going, every blockchain must have consensus algorithm, or else the core value of it is the lost. So let's quickly revise what you have learned in this tutorial. We have learned two types of blockchain, important features of blockchain, and consensus. So folks, this was something more about blockchain and important features of blockchain. We'll continue exploring more about blockchain in further videos. Till then, goodbye and thank you very much.